Has another week with your crew with Vivid Vibe. So you be watching the most
authentic
podcast gang.
Gang, gang.
Hey, welcome back. Another Thursday with us. Yes, it's October. You know what that means. My birthday. I take gift cards, food stamps, it doesn't matter, okay? So that's in a few days. But guess what Saturday is, y'all?
Legend's birthday.
That's when a legend was born. That's what I'm telling you. Whew, this birthday party's been like hell, y'all. Hell, that child, 11 months, act like he going on 25 for my ass. I said for Halloween, he gonna be the pimp, I'm gonna be the hoe. Cause he picked me. Bitch, where my water? Where my milk at? Change my diaper. Okay.
That's where we going.
That's pretty much it.
I ain't in that.
Did think about it for that first second, okay?
To each his own.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Thursday. I hope everybody having a great night out there. Hope everything good. Have a blessed night. So let's get into what's vibing.
What's vibing, people?
Guess what? I don't have anything for what's vibing. Yay!
Childish. You know she didn't do that, right? She didn't do it today.
Yeah.
I ain't had
Yeah,
nothing.
we need to get, we really do,
surprised we
like,
talk
we've
about
been
this
talking
case
about this for a
everybody
minute.
talking
We
about.
need to get
I
her
was
thing.
going to talk about that, we can slide into that. We can slide
Well,
into that.
I haven't caught up to it, so I don't know.
I don't know the people names.
Here we go.
Right.
Here's our extra guest. Where my mic at? Here's our extra guest, Marcus.
Coco, ho.
We made
What
sure
is it?
that
Coco,
you
ho,
couldn't
ho.
just slide
What
the
happened with this?
microphone.
Well,
story?
she got guilty charged, but she only got 10 years.
At
And
first-
that's where everybody's
For what?
pissed at. For murder.
But
You know what? At least she got
Yeah,
something.
so
But
Yeah,
she only
10
got
years.
10 years.
Yeah.
But you know what? The family not even mad about that situation. You know
I
what
didn't
I'm
watch
saying?
it all. So I have a
Like the
question.
son, the boy was like, well, I don't really
Because I'm going to
read
keep it
because
real,
I
because
don't
them
like reading.
motherfuckers were fucking.
Excuse me?
They were fucking.
Who?
That's what I heard. That's what I said.
Her
story
and
so
the
I can-
guy.
Right,
The
he
honey
has
guy.
to
Fucking-
explain the situation
That's what I
for
said
people that
earlier.
don't know.
She
She
knew
murdered the
him
dude.
prior to shooting him.
Exactly. That's what I said.
And
They
they
was
only gave
messing
her 10
around.
years and everybody's mad because she has 10 years.
But
When you got
versus cops
people
out
that's
here
getting
that
like
get no
25
years.
for less.
But you talk. But listen, other
did she go to
male
jail?
cops,
How old
white
is she?
cops, they
She
get no
probably
years.
like mid-20s.
But then,
That
I
was
know
talking
there's,
about
but
life.
people, I don't think people realize it's like, don't she have like 2 more cases? That's just the first case that's on her. There's 2 more cases that come after that.
Still, she should have got more years for that.
Okay, now
That
maybe you're not
particular
understanding what I'm
Listen.
saying. It's almost like getting a triple life sentence for 3 different cases. Like she has 10 years to
Okay.
serve for this case. There's still 2
She
more
probably won't make it.
that she has to get, which will come.
But listen,
I
Lord.
think
some of
what
these
people
cops,
a lot of people are upset because they feel like with the 10 years she'll be out in 2.
Because she
That's what a
already
lot
did
of
like
people-
1 year,
But
and then so she
has
got halfway
2
time
more
served.
cases. So
But my thing is,
yeah, you're gonna do 5 before parole. So, I mean,
but to me,
She white. No.
no. Listen, I'm
I don't know.
thinking
I
like
think she will.
I'm thinking like
No,
some of
they-
these other cops
they
didn't get
fired
no
her
years.
before,
Right.
started.
right.
That's the only thing.
You know what I'm saying? So 10
Guilty
years.
to 10 years? She went to trial.
Yeah, she went to trial.
Again, man, we'll get back to that because somebody pull up the whole dynamics of that. I hate when we get to talking about shit and then we don't know what the hell we
Cause
talking
I
about.
sure don't know. I just
Yeah.
see what I see on Facebook.
Just
Somebody
somebody
pull
at
up.
some point pull up this whole thing.
White lady killed black man.
Everybody
so-
looking.
Just-
Yeah, with that, it's
Curtis says, I agree, she should have been given more.
But
Okay,
if
even
the
if she-
family not mad
what-
about, why we mad about it?
Yeah, because they were hugging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that was me, bitch, shack her ass right there.
But the crazy thing is that when he asked, when the brother asked to give her a hug, everyone's looking like, oh, I don't know. I don't know about that because he could have just ran up. So, yeah.
Well, I think most people are mad because this is where we get into the docileness of quote unquote black people versus the
it's
side
a
that's
culture
angry.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, a culture
That's
thing.
why I was trying to figure out why
That's the core of
everybody's
it
mad.
because it's like a man can do a same crime or less than a crime. I actually saw like a couple of sides or posts later where someone has like consecutive 230 years for either the same exact crime or just assault, and here this lady only gets 10.
Right.
And granted, this is a life, but you can see the big, I guess, differentiation of it's a black man or a black woman, or even going back to times where a black woman left her kids in the house alone, found out she got instantly like 10-something years, and here a white lady basically kills her children and gets 3.
Or go to the crazy house.
Yes. Yeah. So this is what they're comparing it to because it's like we can do the same crime or minimum and get this.
So this is more about the justice system.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why people are outraged. And then once again, you still have the feel behind it of cops constantly getting away with murder. Whether she was fired or not, she's still a cop.
I mean, the first
and she's still white. And she's still a white woman.
You know what movie I can't wait to see? Black and Blue.
The one with Tyrese and...
I can't wait to see that.
Forgot her name.
I don't know the...
I think, for me, it's just the fact that how you not know that it wasn't your house?
She was drunk, though, she said.
Sis, that was a lie.
I mean, and I get it, but that's what I'm saying.
That was a lie.
That's
the best she could come
like I said, I don't know, so I don't.
Even
I
the
don't
neighbors
know.
said they heard a whole conversation between these two before this happened. So you didn't just walk into the house.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I heard
like,
they was messing around, so she didn't get the dick that night. She shot it.
You stay in the same apartment complex.
I have a question though for everybody.
Answer.
Since this is the thing.
Yeah, right. He heated. He's like, wait.
Marcus, oh, he stay
He's
ready.
like, tag me in, coach. Tag me in, coach.
Why?
You heard she was talking to a white man for real?
Why do we like?
So what?
You heard she was talking to like a white police for real?
Look, the cops had already, before the case even came out, the cops was already making up a whole story before.
Because she's a
even
cop.
This
dropped.
sounds like the same story.
She's a
Remember what
cop.
happened in Houston? That the man shot, who was that? Shot the cop because he was messing around with the husband. I mean, he messed around with the wife in the parking lot, the gas parking lot, something like that. Remember? Y'all remember that?
No.
The black man shot the white cop.
Roughly. I don't
And
remember the
due
details
to
of that.
the wife was messing around with the cop. That's why he shot him.
I'm
They
so
thought it was
out
a
the loop
crime
with the
thing.
news. I don't know. But back to this cultural thing that y'all keep. If you're gonna complain about something,
Fix it.
that too. Like no, like she's completely correct. Like I agree with you.
Oh my God.
Okay, we agreed one time this year. Round of
We gonna go
applause.
outside
Like,
and
okay,
bring money.
we fucking agreed one time this year.
Two times. The first show.
What was the first one?
Remember no, that was a joke.
No,
That was
Exactly.
a joke.
I let one of your jokes ride. That was different. No.
he was like, she gone left, but
But
I'll
know,
give her that.
I just get frustrated with our culture because of the simple fact it's like we'll complain about like really much everything. And we live in a times now where motherfuckers are not satisfied. Like it doesn't matter. Give somebody an inch, they'll take a foot. It don't matter. We're just in a time of where nobody's satisfied. But if we're gonna keep turning this into a culture thing, black people don't really vote. And then they don't understand the dynamics of how politics work.
Right.
You complaining about these laws. I mean, Texas is basically not even a part of the United States if you really pay attention to all the laws we have.
They never wanted to be.
Yeah, and they never
Right.
wanted to be. Yeah, so it's like you have to pay attention to these things. Like we have the right to bear arms and all this other shit, right? But then when it comes to like women and children, they have the upper hand in courts. Like you have to pay attention, but you getting mad about this shit, but are you going to vote for your mayor, your senate, and all this other shit? Y'all only want to get up and vote for the president who don't give a fuck about your state. You have to understand, like, the laws that are made for the state our law's not the same as Florida, clearly.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
they smoking weed.
And a lot
You
of
don't
people
really-
just think, oh well, I'll vote for during the primaries instead
Right,
of the
and it's
local
like you're not
election
paying attention.
because that's where it matters.
You have to, it
You
starts
know
at
what's
the
so
bottom
funny?
and works up to the
You know what's
top.
so funny? Not gonna say just. I'm gonna say
You did.
this year I found
Yeah, you
out.
start voting or no?
I found out Sylvester Turner was a mayor. I kept thinking it was
Why are you
still.
whispering?
Oh, right?
She's like, I'm telling you right now. The CIA. Let me
my
find out. Let me find out.
When it
I'm
comes,
thinking it was still that
She's
Parker
trying to cover
lady.
it.
but when it comes to voting, most of the time it's only talked about during presidential. It's not talked about locally on that same level.
But that's
That's
your
true.
fault. Why are you not in tune?
Yep, exactly. It's not the news.
It's not
Yeah,
our fault. It's
Yes,
not,
it is.
How's
It's-
it my
It's
fault?
ours. Look at it like this. You get up and check Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media you have. You get up and check that shit every day. You telling me you can't get up and check and figure out, hey, man, the election is coming up at this time. 90% of us don't even share the shit in Houston. When elections come around in Houston, I don't see none of y'all post shit.
Well, I chose not to vote for a reason.
I did. You need to be quiet.
Then you have an opinion.
But I still
Your
be
opinion
quiet.
is invalid if you don't
No.
vote.
Right, why don't you vote?
Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
know,
for
why don't
presidential
you?
because the
No,
vote
it don't matter. Yeah, that
Just
shit
vote.
don't matter.
Vote.
We in a
period.
Republican state.
Honestly, most of the people that's running to vote don't really share the same values that I want. So I'd rather withhold my vote for somebody that will come to that.
Didn't run for office.
Exactly. Look at Bond.
You gotta run for office at this point.
Look
That's
at
how you feel.
Scarface.
You gotta run
Scarface
for
is
office.
running for like something.
You know, prior to
Willie D
artists,
is-
too, I had thought about
The
that.
whole ghetto boys.
Just saying.
There is one thing I would like to say because I help with the elections each November, and one thing. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
I'm just saying. They go to the mouth.
I actually helped with it, and what I did see was a lot of discouragement. So I'm not saying that it's justified, but I do see a lot of these crazy, for lack of better words, loophole that makes it extra hard
Yeah.
for us to vote. And that's crazy that it still happened here and there because I literally went through some sheets and it's like, oh, you're at the wrong post, and these people have went to 3 to 4 to 5 different posts just trying to vote. And if you're not in the door through this long line at a certain time, you don't get the vote. So I see how it's
Right.
discouraging, and they have you under a different identity. Like it was twins. They obviously live in the same one. One name's different. They're both here, but one twin has to vote here, and the other one's on the other side of town. People work. So I get the frustration. There's some options open, but not a lot. Like I've had to go personally help elders
Yeah, sure will.
to cast their votes and things of that sort. So it's a little bit
They
of
have people too that'll come, like, if let's say someone's in the
Some.
car,
Yeah,
they're
I was
disabled,
the person
they
to come to the car.
Yeah, they'll bring the
but
voting
they have
thing.
to still get here, and it's
That's
people that's
true.
like disabled. Where how do we get to them? And me just listening to them while they're in the lines, hearing the stories, I can see why they're frustrated, and I can see why some people just walk out and don't want to vote. And that's not just us; it's all colored skin folks. So, not saying that this is right, but I can see how it's still discouraging. And honestly, you're right. I don't hear the hype about the smaller elections. The only reason why I even heard about Sylvester Turner because I did actually beat the post for him because I was in school.
Gotcha.
And I just happened to have a political science class. Other than that, I would have no idea.
I mean, I knew about him, but I didn't know he was
Not even about
mayor.
him, just like the fact that this is
Yeah.
when you vote for what's in the state,
Right.
what's going on here. There's not too many talk until like the radio station comes on the campus. There's not as much talk. We only hear about the presidential.
So I have a
Right.
question with that.
That's
Put your
true.
hand down.
I was stretching.
Real quick,
I don't have
Mama
to raise
Ames
my
said
hand.
people should check the polls before election day.
But,
That's one thing she
So-
said.
What's the question?
so with all the technology now, for people that can't move around per se, or you can't get to these votes, why is it not a way
it come to you.
to come to you? to
It
vote?
should be like on your phone. Stay
Why
at
is it
home.
still? And that's a problem. Like that's the thing nobody's complaining about. Why the fuck we still doing? It's still a paper election if you really look at it.
There are,
Like-
especially elderly.
Grab that mic, buddy. If you're gonna come over
Right,
here, you gotta get
exactly.
the mic.
We need to be
I ain't
able
got
to
time to be doing no
project y'all.
editing in the background.
Part of the reason
All right.
because if y'all remember back in Florida, when one of the Bush guys was voting, he rigged the vote. He
Oh,
was
yeah,
making
Bush
rules.
brother.
The hanging chads.
This,
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
this is why. This is why.
Okay, that's
Constantly encouraging stopping votes from coming in.
That's true.
Constantly.
Why nobody can't do that now? Scam some shit like that now. And get the right president in there.
Hello.
But that's what I think
right?
people gotta
Hacking.
stop doing
Hello.
that too. Like we gotta stop that shit where it's like, oh, we gotta put the right motherfucker in office. It's so many damn dynamics for a president to even make a goddamn decision. Y'all like the Trump shit, the Obama shit, Bush, Clinton. Like
know
a lot of the
some-
times you have to look at the dynamics of how it works. So when Obama did his thing, his first 2 terms is whatever the fuck Bush put in order before he got there. Like you gotta actually understand what's going on. If I already signed off on a law or a treaty or whatever the case may be, your shit doesn't come into effect till like 2-3 years
Right.
afterwards,
Oh, wait,
which
we
is why
can't.
some presidents serve 2 terms.
And
Your
we're
first
still
term
dealing
is
with
what?
we're still dealing with
Yeah,
stuff
like
from
you
Reagan.
fuck, like it's-
We're still dealing with
I
stuff that
thought it was
happened when
certain
Reagan
rules
was in
to be a
office,
president.
too.
Oh,
Like
man,
you had
a
to
president
Wow.
ain't nothing but a fucking
go to
head
school for
figure.
lawyer and do
I
this
don't
and
see
do
the
that.
purpose.
Now it started by now it started to be money.
$500,000
No.
a year.
No, it's
Yeah.
anybody can be the president.
I mean, they get
Right.
paid less than a
You
living.
don't- yeah.
I mean, Trump told me all he taking out is $1.
That boy said, I don't even need the income.
You don't even need the income.
That's
All he taking out is
$400,000 a
$1
year a
per
president
year.
makes. It's
Out of his
400,000,
salary.
right?
Oh,
$400
yeah,
almost.
it's about 400.
No, I'm saying a
Living
president
on
makes almost
$400,000.
$400,000 a
Living
year.
on
Yeah, they
$400,000.
This man told them, hey, I'm good.
Mm.
He's telling you,
I know he's lying.
no, he's not. Dude, y'all got to stop thinking because I filed bankruptcy. Dude,
I'm broke.
let me
No.
explain to you as a business
They
owner.
pay your shit.
Let me explain to you as
These
a business
people,
owner.
these people are professionals at hide money, man.
But it ain't even much that. But as a business
they
owner,
fall
I'm
back.
telling
They just
you.
gonna land on money.
But if
They
you
fall, just gonna land on
if you
money.
own a
what it
LLC,
is.
the LLC basically protects. You
but
sue
not
the
the person
company.
itself.
It's almost like this. You remember when Enron fucked up?
Oh,
And they were like, oh my God, all this shit going down. And then Minute Maid came out. The same people that own Enron own Minute Maid.
Right.
All they,
They
did
come
was
with a
say,
different-
hey,
different
take the
name,
company. Now I'm
different
going to go with a
name.
different name. That's what
Right.
an LLC is for, is to protect your personal assets. That dude is far from broke.
And Chevron just picked up the buildings.
There you go.
Well, he needs to buy a real toupee. That's all I gotta say.
I don't have a problem
wind
As
with
the
blow,
song
it blow.
says, as the
I don't
song
have a
says,
problem with
if
Trump.
Bush,
I appreciate him.
if Bush
He shows you
is
exactly.
Pinocchio,
He's a
who's
product of his
Geppetto?
environment. Why are you so fucking mad
Duh.
at what life is really about? What he's doing is showing you what this is white America, and y'all fucking mad. This is going on every day. He just showing you like, look, I'm at the top position, and I'm doing exactly what the bottom dude do.
The real power's always been in the House and the Senate, but
Exactly.
nobody really focused on
Is
that.
Chanel-
part,
is
except for
Chanel
when
filed-
they're arguing with the president.
Right. And Chanel
But
says
then they can
Congress
still
that
go back
runs.
and push
But
these
that's the
laws
thing,
even
dude.
without
But
them.
it's so many dynamics and rules to the House and the Senate. You have to ask yourself, and when you start thinking about this, you got to pay attention. That's why they be like, oh my goodness, the Republicans took over the House. People start panicking. But then you have to understand Republicans, and I'm not all the way into politics because I really don't give a shit.
I don't.
I should, but I don't. Because I feel like when you start making like millions of dollars, then you should start bitching about the shit because that's when it affects us. What the fuck we arguing about? We all broke. Like,
Right.
I'm confused.
Hello.
Like,
Facts.
we be fussing
Facts.
about the craziest shit. Oh, my God, man.
It's a
they,
white man
They raised the
world.
taxes. That shit don't affect you. You don't even make $40,000 a year. Like, what you bitching about? This is for the motherfuckers that's bringing in 200, 300,000. Rappers, entertainers, like, hey, I'm making all this show money.
Strippers.
I have to still write my taxes off. That's why, man, it's nothing against people that do it. But you have to play the game. If I'm making millions of dollars, what's the first thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna donate. You know
Right.
why? They get that shit right back.
Again, Matrix.
They get it right back.
I do it. I do it.
Mac don't even be selling shit over there. I don't even know how
No,
this
he
building's still fucking open.
Exactly.
Every year the flood,
He be
every year
giving
the flood
away.
happens. I'm giving away this mattress and this mattress and a bed set and a TV. And it's a tax write-off.
First of all,
Yeah. You gonna say the Astros
First
win the
of all-
championship? 40,000 people get
And
banned.
guess what? Magic Mac was
for
put
free.
on his feet by the black population.
Absolutely.
look what his store right there in the hood.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right there in the
And I
hood.
respect that.
I drive
Exactly.
past it
I
every
respect
day.
that.
Nah, I don't respect that.
I respect Magic
Well, he got two
See,
locations.
that-
He got two locations.
This is the problem. That's what's wrong with
Always
black people.
open up for people.
This is what's wrong
He
with
got
black
the
people.
great big feet.
Y'all gotta stop that
Exactly.
shit.
Black back.
He
Like
always
with the whole
feeding.
flood that
So
just
all
happened.
things
He
don't be
opened
open
up.
Oh my
gave
God.
people-
So again, I
He
think I
always-
said this shit last week. Joe Austin, stop burning this dude.
love
Because
that
if he would have
man.
opened the fucking stadium,
I love
y'all
that
would have
man.
died. Because it
Right.
flooded.
I
Because
wasn't
then-
talking about that though.
But when it flooded, they were like, that's karma. That's God for you. I was like, so y'all just gonna ignore the fact that if he would have opened it,
All y'all been
30,000
dead.
people would have been dead. And then it's like, well, why did he open the building? Like, I ain't got time for that shit, man. Like, we
Love
live in
you,
a world
Joe.
where
I was
people
talking about
just,
Mattress
it's free to
Mac,
say whatever
so.
the fuck you want. Fuck
I love that white man.
Who? Joe?
Yes,
One of y'all
fine
biggest
man.
fans came from his under his wing. What's that the black dude?
John Gray. That I love him too.
The one of the most loved by black people.
But
I don't give a shit
he
about
liked
him.
to flirt a lot. He got his wife Lamborghini. Everybody was, first of all, that's a gift. Everybody was bashing for that, for buying his wife a
Who
Lamborghini.
gives a gift? I'm just curious.
His wife
let
got
me
that
ask you.
gift.
Let me ask you this.
That was bashing him.
But who bought the Lambo?
He did.
Who we talking about?
John Gray.
So I have a question.
That's why
John,
Got a
John
question.
Gray's job is what? What's his occupation?
a pastor.
A liar.
Excuse me.
It's a lot more than just free.
No, that's what I'm
That's
asking.
the issue. People do
Yeah.
pastors, they got money. They don't look at all of the other.
That's
things
why-
that generate income.
That's
Yeah.
why
Oh,
I asked.
I don't. I ain't hating on him
But he
on
had
that.
a talk.
But
But he
you're
had
a
a show.
you're a preacher
Oh,
that don't
he got
practice
the
what you
show.
preach.
He got
Yeah, so that means if he
And
got
then
the show, he
people pay
making
him to
well
get
more than
married.
50 grand.
Still a non-taxable
Of
organization.
course.
Yes.
That's still
The church is still
non-taxable
the
organization.
church is. Anything outside of that.
Every dime they collect.
Free.
I mean, I agree
The
because my
NFL
daddy
the
was
same way?
My daddy was a pastor.
Yes, it is.
And I was a trust
Look it
fund
up right
baby.
now. I bet you. The NFL is a
I was a trust
non-profit
fund
organization,
baby.
bro.
Now,
Daddy saved the money
That
up
don't
for the
make
church for
sense.
me. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking. I'm joking.
even though it is,
Just
that
saying we
don't
had
make sense.
That's why, bro. Think about it.
church is a business.
All that money come from Budweiser, Bud Light, commercials.
I
all
be
that
telling
other shit.
KD we need to be a pastor.
Why you
I
think
be
you see
first
so many
lady.
ads?
Yeah, you see 1,000 ads, man. The NFL is a non-profit
And then you might get
organization,
5 minutes,
kid.
like maybe even like 3
That's
minutes
why
of
the players
actual
getting,
play.
You can't do the same shit in the NBA though. The NBA and the NFL is totally different.
NBA players
You offer,
got more
anytime you offer a person, let's take baseball. I want to go to baseball because that's the highest paying.
You gotta
sport in the world.
eventually pull that mic up.
You can give, if you
Right.
give one man $300 million for a contract over a 10-year season,
Yeah,
somebody got some money somewhere.
300 million.
but you playing.
300
But you
million.
playing.
10 years.
It's 365 days in a year.
You
You're
got-
playing
you got
like
several
180 days.
Maybe less than
Bro,
that.
Major
you're
League
gonna
Baseball.
pay me that.
You
got
might be
several
sitting on the
players.
bench the whole time.
Don't matter.
And 200
You still
million
getting that.
plus for 10.
So you
12
feel like they
years.
should make? I agree. I don't feel like you should make that goddamn.
Well, I mean, what are you?
I
what are
feel
you
like
saying?
I
said
feel
it
like
for a
football
reason.
players should be the
I
highest.
said it
paid
for a
sport.
reason. I said
They
it for a
should.
reason. Is baseball a non-profit organization?
I
all
never paid.
all
attention.
sports.
It's
I mean,
too long
football is, baseball got to be.
to watch.
I know. I do my own. Can we see somebody in the back?
Look
Pull
up.
it
Soccer gonna outdo everybody.
No, they're not.
No,
Yeah,
they're not gonna want to do
soccer's
baseball. They're not gonna want to do baseball.
Non-profit
Because they have
organization with
162
baseball,
games a year.
basketball. But I know
And
for a
you
fact
ain't gonna
football
beat that.
is.
Soccer don't have that many games. But look at the games.
No, soccer is worldwide, but it's
It
not
is.
big in America.
Yeah, it's not big.
Soccer's
It's
not.
not.
gonna
It's not really big.
We
Unless you got to,
win shit in soccer, dude.
or,
You're not fit to go beat
When
no
you gonna watch
kid
it?
that's been in
You gonna watch
Mexico
it?
playing
Love
since he
FIFA.
was 2. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's why I like Brazil and all them be whooping the shit out of America. We go over. We ain't get what the fuck we doing.
And then we
Out of
got
shape.
some of the greatest players right here.
Manchester.
Hold on, don't hurt up the Dominios. What we have now?
The what?
The Minios. What's that?
The Dominicans?
No, what's the soccer team we have in Houston?
The Dynamo?
Dynamo.
Oh my
Man,
God.
you butchered the shit out of that.
What the
You
fuck
just
was
threw
that?
shit in
The
the song.
Can't hear any hidden.
The Minions.
The Minios. I don't know.
Anyway, no.
Dynamo.
Well. See, soccer ain't big. Shit, I don't know the damn name.
I knew what it was, but I didn't know where you were going with it.
Girl, I mean, girl. Boy, I
No, but I don't know. We'll figure out about the non-profit shit. But,
should have
You're right.
started nonprofit.
huh?
You're right.
Oh, well, I knew I was right. Like, I'm not gonna say some shit about something that I
Just
ain't right
KD
about.
friend.
Get the fuck out of here.
You can't prove them wrong.
Dominique
No, we-
said it's not, but we have a whole
Don't come
soccer
for us like that.
stadium. By the way, whoever made the soccer stadium was not familiar with Houston because if you ever go,
It's built
It's-
so fucking
it-
weird.
if everything is it's
It's right there in
yes,
the middle.
Okay.
like there's no
That-
cover,
that-
nothing.
Let
That
me help you
depends
out.
on where they can get the
this
contracts
is,
for
this,
for
we
construction.
live in Houston. I need you guys to understand. We're just happy
Swampland.
about making the news. Doesn't matter if it's for fucking violence
Yeah.
or it's like Houston has the most polluted city. We got it. We ain't
I
now.
was crying. Look,
Look at all them
serious.
potholes. Look at all them
Pay
potholes.
attention. Pay attention to how Houston work. And if you go, I travel a lot, man. And that's why I be telling people, when I left and went to Canada and came back home, I was like, yeah, this America, this is all fucked up. Like, there's nothing I'm happy about in Houston. But look at the organizations, whether it's churches, schools, sports. It's like, hey, did we make the news? We're good.
No, listen.
They don't give a fuck about championships. You don't give a fuck about elite school districts. None of that. Hey, man, Houston HISD is one of the biggest goddamn schools in America.
But they made an
Failing the fuck out these kids. Like, it's cool.
And keeping them in the flood.
Oh, hello.
What's that old saying? All publicity is good publicity?
Publicity is the word. And
I was like, what?
he was struggling. All the publicity. What? Publicity. That's your brother? Nah, let me quit. Nah.
Almost thought about it for a second.
Wow.
Your dad named Clyde?
Oh, shit. Clyde? Nah. I went on like and said, nah, with the Jefferson. Nah.
But, yeah.
No, but on a serious note.
Serious note.
Partially a serious note. Fuck, damn, the whole
Dang,
room got
right?
fucking quiet.
So,
As far as because we can't sit here and be like, oh, the topic is called no comment,
yeah,
right?
no comment.
And then it's like,
What's the no
you
comment?
know, what's the show where everybody be like, well, the title was named this, so what do you mean? What the fuck was it about? Then I gotta go back and change the fucking topic until we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. But nonetheless,
No, we'll change to what's
We like,
vibing.
look, we
What's
winging
vibing?
it. Let's
We
say we
winging
winging it. We winging
we
it.
Nemo in that shit.
I gotta wing
it.
Just keep swimming.
yeah. But no, like you have to
How's
look
your
at it
little
like
friend?
this. Even with, I like the fact that we went with no comment, and a lot of times like silence is best, and then sometimes it's not. Sometimes you speak up, sometimes you don't. Just depending on the dynamics of the situation. And a lot of times people don't realize the more you talk, the more shit you get yourself into. And then you have the scenario of where you don't say nothing and you just kind of like
Wing
deal with whatever comes with it, which goes back to what Marcus was saying. Well, it's
was
kind
it?
of like he was fussing about, well, I don't vote in this, that, and the third. Then you kind of like if you're not a part of the situation, you really can't speak on it.
Right.
And that's what we fuck up a lot. Like, why are you speaking on shit that don't have nothing to do with you?
I always say,
Right.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, you
I'm sorry, continue.
Go ahead.
I always say you have to move in silence because you can't let everybody know what you're moving to. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I always say that. People always ask me, like, why you don't even post like that or post this, post that?
For
Because
what?
I want to move silence till, I
You have a
get where I'm
question?
at. Then I will
Anybody
show.
know what silence is?
Silence says.
I'm talking about as far as the universe.
What is it?
Silence is the greatest passion of all.
Oh, I didn't even
It's-
look at it in the
it's-
dictionary.
It's deeper than love. It's deeper than anything. It's the greatest passion.
Mm-hmm.
If you go in the woods, anything that happens or about to happen,
They not gonna.
every bug, insect, animal in the woods gonna get quiet. Because everybody know about this attack that's about to happen.
Cause if you say something, they're gonna know you're
Right.
gonna smooth.
When our bugs, squirrels, and lions don't communicate.
Except for them
But
fucking
they communicate.
grasshoppers, bro. Like, them niggas fucking chilling,
Them
bro.
crickets.
You be like, where's this little motherfucker at, man? This motherfucker gotta be in there. Nah.
You know, my bro over there was saying, sometimes you can open your mouth, talk too much, get
Yeah.
yourself in a lot of stuff.
Facts.
Silence can do the same thing. When you ignore somebody,
That's the hurt. That's like,
yeah, that's like the ultimate hurt. I mean, if you just not saying nothing, not responding to people, that really does hurt.
That's
And
facts.
so you got, it's a double-edged sword, and you gotta know when to be silent and when to speak.
Exactly.
yeah.
Mic drop.
Oh, damn. And then he dropped, y'all didn't, I don't know if y'all seen that. He just dropped the mic on.
He just said,
Like,
and I'm right there.
That's my gym for the day. Yeah, like,
I'm out.
no, but I like
so
what he said,
flat.
though. I like what he said, though, because you have to.
I didn't know he was finished. It just might just
Nah,
fail.
when he put the mic down, I was like, damn, I guess, he done.
He
But-
said he's,
no, you have to, man. I totally agree with that, man.
and sometimes it's knowing when to be quiet.
Exactly.
When to not say something.
Just constantly pushing.
It just depends.
Right.
It really depends. It really fucking depends.
Well, you have to talk. What you talking about? What you say? I'm lost.
Just
I was reading the comments.
when you decide to say, oh, okay, silence is golden. And a lot of times we overuse that shit.
I'm gonna give y'all another quote that I read once.
Okay,
They
Martha.
say, they say speech destroys the function of love. Speech
I
destroys the
understand. It
function of
does.
love. By talking,
Love is an emotion.
by just
You can.
You're going to say something,
to
then you
Matthew
can't
said,
take it back.
If I decide to say something to you,
That's why
right?
when you talk, you got to always do this so you can take your words back.
No. You still fucking wrong. I need you. Don't you fucking do that. You're still fucking wrong. You are still fucking wrong.
Okay, no.
She talking, basically,
Just say it.
I told Joe motherfucking ass, don't do that shit. Like, no, you can't do that.
And then
You
then
still
like,
decided
no,
to keep
no,
doing it.
What was my shit last week? And I was like, man, when a woman gets to talking to herself, I exit the fucking room.
Right.
Can't believe. Like, wait a
She'll
minute.
get
I
up,
cannot
but I
believe
fucking
that he
told her.
really just
But-
say that.
So he ain't hear us say that shit?
And a whole
I
conversation
just
with
heard it.
all 5 personalities.
but listen.
Let one of my co-hosts we in there debating and they get this clapping that way. I'm taking the fucking mic
Eyes
off.
a wrap. I'm gone.
Nigga, I'm about to
I
get
see y'all
quiet.
next
So if
week.
he ever say, remember what you
I'm
said, I'm
sure
like,
you
no,
gonna
I
get-
took all that
I'm
back.
out. I'm out. Bro, I'm out. Nah, I'm out. You're not about to talk to yourself, bro.
Yo,
and then think I'm
mama.
about to talk to you and whoever the fuck else in the room that I don't see. No, I'm out.
First of all, I'm
I'm
ghost
out.
whispering.
Talking to herself though.
Who she talking to?
Her intuition.
No, okay.
Her intuition.
Mike, how high do these fucking mics go before I stand up? How high these mics go?
Stand
So
up.
I can
I
fucking
don't
portray
care if
this
it's
shit.
you,
I gotta
Casper,
talk about it. That's not gonna be a good thing.
Wendy,
And, yeah,
Cindy,
it's kinda done, yeah.
Jill. Nah.
No, this is. I'm going to attempt to demonstrate
First,
in
you
a
want me to do
sideways
You
view.
want me to do it?
Go ahead.
I'm good.
And this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna walk the fuck out of here. Like you're not
Say
gonna
something.
something.
Hold on. Chanel, did she just?
Time to go.
Bianca, did he just? Hold
Nah,
on.
see, that's not-
I
you
do
doing
mine
it.
like
You a
that.
woman and you doing it
I
all
do it
wrong.
like that. I be like, hold on, Chanel, did he just?
forcing it.
You been,
That ain't it. That ain't it.
oh, you talking about? Did he
My
just
turn.
talk to us
No,
like
tag
that?
me, tag
Did
me,
he
tag
just-
me, tag me. All right, now, no, swap it out.
I mean, she just texted me.
Now, Mike, I need to know how long this wire go.
Which name you want?
It don't go that long. A woman will do this shit to you and be like, oh, so that's what you saying? So you don't see what we talking about over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this thing, so, okay, so he think we crazy, like he think I'm crazy. At this point, who the fuck is over there?
Casper.
There's nobody here.
It is her other personality.
I don't give
You
a
have a
fuck.
front face and you have a back face. Everybody has 2 different
Bro.
faces.
KD already
Bro.
know. I would
Yeah.
name 5 people
My bad.
before I say
Occasionally
something.
If we are in a,
I be like, you don't want the Smith to come out. You
No,
you
I'm
get
out,
away
bro.
with Bianca, Chanel a little bit. When Smith come out, it's a wrap.
Look, guys only have 2. Women have like 100.
The 2 is here in your dick. Okay.
What?
Possibly.
Oh, wow.
Somebody clear him. Where's the defibrillator?
yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie,
And
Y'all think about nothing.
I wasn't ready.
Hey, don't say that, bro. Don't say that, bro.
yeah.
It's time to be quiet.
Oh no!
Silence.
Hey, say bro,
silence kick
I'm gonna
in.
tell you right now.
Nah, you can't do that neither.
Nah,
Oh, you want to say nothing neither?
Bro,
So you don't hear me talking to
hey,
you?
That's what I was just about to say. That. So then it's like the national nigga. This is where we fuck up, bro. I swear, fellas, this is where we fuck up. Watch me real clear. When we get in an argument and you do one of these, you be like arguing, and you be like, so we really finna do that? Once you put your hands like this,
It's a
it's a wrap. It's basically like, come
The
get
whole
me.
green light.
You can't put your hands like this. You can't put your hands like this. And if you fucking rub your head,
No,
Hey,
you know what? That's
don't turn your
wrong.
back neither.
what Kevin,
First of
what
all-
Kevin Hart say? The national nigga does
Listen.
that. I thought everybody when you fucking shit.
No.
What the fuck?
It's not that word. It's not that word. It's the.
like, look,
What
you gotta
do
be
you
like
mean?
you gotta be like you in
What
the
do you mean?
demilitarization
What you
zone.
trying to
That's
say?
fucked up for.
Yeah,
What
be
you
like
mean
you're in the
you know what I mean?
Cause y'all body
demilitarization
language
zone.
be telling on y'all.
Y'all
Y'all body language be telling on y'all.
Y'all what?
Deep ass sigh.
You
When
said
you pull your hair, that mean you under distress.
Who?
Your body language be
Goddamn
telling
shit.
on you.
Just talking talking about?
I feel like that's an unfair comment because I keep letting my hair grow out. So if I had a fucking fade, couldn't grab my hair.
This.
No. It's more than you just grabbing your hair. It's all about your facial expression and body language.
And if
When
for
you
some
pose
reason,
yourself
the
Hey,
off.
hold the fuck up. This is
What if he
no
start?
comments.
Wait,
Don't comment at me.
I ain't got no comment. Marcus, we ain't got no comment.
what if he's Tyrese Bald?
No.
Nothing.
First of all,
I don't know.
I said, what if he's Tyrese Bald? You know,
Oh,
Mr. Clean.
knows he gonna
got
clean
no
up
hair
that
to
damn
rub.
I'm
kitchen.
telling you, bro.
Shine that
Now,
motherfucker up.
stop.
If you ever have to go to a demilitarization zone,
First
like
of all,
the first thing they tell you is no sudden movements, don't point, don't do nothing.
Who said that?
Like if you go to
When they talking to a woman?
no,
Because
like to
women
the
don't
other
listen to none
side,
of that
like because
shit.
a lot of
You get
people.
this.
Wait a
I
minute.
fucking told you.
Grab
and then
your
you get
words.
poked in the head, and it's like, no.
first of all, in the middle of an argument, for some reason, guys always have to go shit. I go to the restroom.
Duh,
you
nigga.
gotta go to the restroom in the middle of
What guys you done with?
No, it's not.
Maybe I should try that.
Hey, that is the
You know what?
smartest.
I gotta use the restroom.
Why you
Hey,
gotta go to the restroom?
men got two
KD?
options.
First of all,
And then you gotta
Thanks
go
for the
to
tip.
That's a long time. What are you doing?
we're gonna smell this shit
You trying to gather
together.
your lives
First of all,
together.
Katie, let me help you out. That's probably why your arguments last 3 days. Taking this shit is not the answer. That's not the answer. You
Gotta learn.
You gotta
Don't-
finesse
you
that
gotta
shit.
learn. Mm-mm.
You might say it's the other way around. That'd be me going to the restroom to go shit. Oh, babe, I gotta
We
go
don't,
shit.
it's, at this point in life, you're not, as a male, you're not gonna win. Okay? So
That's true.
your best bet is do the child position.
Even
You know what
if
that
you're
is?
right.
Get beat.
You just sit there and look in her eyes and just be like, you right.
Exactly.
You fucking right. You know how many times a kid, you cuss your child out or something, your kid be like, man, fuck you. I don't give a shit
Oh,
what you
they
talking
said to a
about.
child, I'm gonna whoop
But
my
your
child.
kid is not gonna openly be like, fuck you, mom. Like, you're not gonna do that. You're just gonna be like, yes,
Unless
ma'am,
they
no,
white.
sir. As soon as you go out, but this is how our generation is getting in trouble.
Oh,
We ain't
yeah.
know how to mumble.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't know how to
My
mumble.
mama done
wait
cuss
till
me
that
out. I be
move
like, man, I can't wait to get the fuck up
Nah,
out of
not
here.
even
You
that.
heard me?
What if you did mumble?
Hey,
Stop
You
shaking
like,
that
so
shoulder.
what
man,
you
it's
say?
fucking
What you
close.
whispering under your breath?
What you say?
It's gonna be flat.
You ain't even saying it low enough to know what's going on.
Oh, it don't matter. She heard the noise. My mama ain't play that shit.
Man, I can't stand her. You could be like,
What
Nah,
you
I heard you.
When your
She
mama
in her
whoop
room.
your ass and then say, call the police.
I
at
want
this
you to call the
point,
police.
If I can't call the police, is the government available? Because if she don't give a fuck about the police,
No. You have to have a mama like mine. Her ass was like, listen, I have them on the phone for you. You all you gotta do is get to the one. I'm alright.
say JP little as shit. She all about 5'8", weigh about 110.
We weren't making it to that
That lady
phone.
ain't trying to hear none of
Right.
that shit. I'll fuck
At
you
all.
up, and then I'll call the police, and then I'll fuck you up when I get you back. Well, you know what? Maybe we should just talk about this because if you gonna whoop my ass now, and then even if you serve like 6 to 10 years, I got an ass whooping pending. This is not my bank account we talking about.
Right.
At this
And that
point.
shit gonna build up too with
I need
interest.
that shit to transaction in 1 to 2 business days. I ain't trying to pin on no ass. Like, you can't do shit. It's like a bank account. You don't want to wait on an ass whooping, right?
Mine done told me she's gonna bring me back from the dead and beat me again.
Huh? I love my mama.
I've heard that.
I love my mama.
Like, how you gonna kill me, bring me back from the dead, and then give me another beating?
I brought you
That's
here, I
some
can
cold
take you
ass
out.
shit, though.
Magical shit.
I didn't like
can't
that.
wait to say
I ain't gonna
that.
lie.
Girl magic.
My mama used to
I
tell me
brought
that
you
shit.
this way, I
That
could
shit.
take your
That
ass
shit used to
out.
hurt my feelings because she'd be like, exactly. So then you have to think as a child.
She didn't want me?
It's like, no, it ain't that. You have to, when you get told this message, and you like, you have to really like, she's either a fucking X-Men or
Crazy shit.
she's like a Marvel character. Like, if you kill me, and then you come get me back,
Too much
to
Xenon
kill me
Warrior
again,
Princess.
Right.
when I come back, I'm gonna tell you right before you kill me again. Leave me where I'm at because I'm not gonna go through this shit all night. Okay? You're not gonna keep killing me and bring me that. Oh, I love my child. And I like, mama, I don't want that. Okay? Okay? No, you have to really think about that shit. We got told some crazy ass shit as kids though. Crazy ass shit. But then now, you fucking say, hey, I'm gonna beat your ass. CPS, my mom said they're gonna beat my ass. And now you're in court.
Or you go
That
back
shit is
and
crazy
then
to me.
and you
My
die.
mama used to say, because I mean, I got that smart idea from the school I went to one time, and she was like, I'm going to let them have you. And just let it like that. And I was like, wait. And that means that none of this I got you can come with. And I was like, but call him. I'm good.
Right?
No. Nah, I see that fucking.
I'm trying to figure out why you can't whoop a kid's ass no more.
Come on now.
Who said you
Oh,
can't?
I got the
You can't
answer.
do it in public.
I'm really
No,
trying to
no,
figure
no.
out.
I have the answer.
I'm really trying to figure out why you can't give a
Oh, my
kid
bad.
a
Remember I used to do
classical
this
ass.
shit a while back? I'm like, pick me.
You should give a kid a classical ass
You
whooping.
got a whole mic.
At least every
Oh, fuck, I do.
at least every 30 days.
Let me help you out.
At least
So,
For
sir,
what?
Are they
Somebody-
doing something
excuse me,
wrong
sir.
every 30
Sir,
days?
they doing something wrong every fucking hour.
Sir,
Exactly.
excuse me,
They
sir.
doing something wrong every
What,
day.
what generation do you come from?
I come from a generation where people,
No. I need
the
to
whole
know.
neighborhood.
Because you know there's a
The
gap.
whole
I need
neighborhood
people
whoop
to
your
understand the
ass.
gap.
Yeah.
So you from that
generation-
era.
I come from a generation, the whole neighborhood whoop your ass.
So you
Oh,
get
you
it. So
know,
you get it
the
at
principal can
home.
whoop your
First
ass.
you get it at
Principal
school.
pop
Then
your
But
you
ass.
that
get it
we
at
just
home.
this the thing. This
Fiberglass
is what's
paddles
crazy.
with holes in the motherfuckers.
From the class of birth of '86 and
My
up.
name is Miss Sims.
You remember her name?
I'm not an ex.
And I remember when I
Which
was
is fucking
I'm
weird.
83.
We're
I'm
not.
83. So I'm like,
Y'all part of the
I'm
generation.
before.
No, I've been trying to figure. Can you
before.
pull it up real quick? We don't got a lot of time, but pull it up real quick. The millennials. I swear to God, yeah, it's like 86 to like 94 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's 82 to 94. That's the millennials. So I keep trying to explain to people,
My
whoever
mom was
was
a
at,
baby boomer.
like, we grew up in an era where pretty much damn near everybody in this room grew up with their grandma.
Yeah.
That's not serious.
I
She's
had
a
a
woman. Where'd you get that dude from?
I changed Siri to a man.
Get him, Marcus. Don't let that shit slide, bro.
Like them Ike memes. Bitch, who's this talking to you?
I need to get the British accent one.
I don't know what y'all talking about. So, anyway.
I
no.
feel for me, I'm on that cusp because I was born in '83. So I don't consider myself a millennial.
No, on
That's
some
just
G
me.
shit, I really appreciate the fact that my
I just
grandmother
know
was
I was
like
born.
heavily involved in my life because as parents we suck. We suck.
I'm a beautiful
suck.
mother. I'm
Side
perfect.
notes.
We suck.
I
Side
mean,
note,
that's
they
how I
changed
got
generations
here.
from like 100 years to
We
like,
suck. I'm gonna tell you
I
why
don't
we
know
suck.
what the fuck this
Now,
shit
all
is.
right, all right. No. I'm gonna tell you why we suck. We suck.
Figuring it out as you go along. All
Dude,
that work, come on.
I said it on the podcast once before. They were like, "How does it feel like to be a father?" Every day's a new day. I'm
Exactly.
winging the fuck out this shit. I didn't have no example. You gonna sit there and tell me, Dale, you gotta be a better dad than that? Well,
How?
How?
this ain't. First of all, I'm looking for Wells Waldo. I'm playing Blue's Clues, and where the fuck is Carmen Sandiego? Like, I'm playing 3 different goddamn things, bro. You mad at me because I can't fucking find it?
But that's my
This ain't
issue when
Teletubbies where
growing
you
up.
can just tune in on my goddamn tummy and watch TV.
With
But
that
that's my
Cocoa
issue
Melon
as growing up
friend,
as a
them,
kid
they
from
good.
their last conversation. Like you, I'm
that's
those of
right.
5, 10 unofficially. How you supposed to expect me to teach everybody else what to do when I'm still a child my damn self?
Well, we come from an era
I'm
where
a grown woman now.
if you're not bleeding, you're not hurting. And then we fucked up and
Bullshit.
then
I
started
still
doing.
got scars.
But this the thing. It's a gift and a curse. Let's be realistic. It's good and bad now, and it's good and bad then. You know, with us growing up and then some of us having kids now, it still starts from like culture in a sense.
It depends on who you got. Cause some kids,
Facts.
This
yeah.
here, there's no village. You're asking me. Let's just hear me out. Dad, 3 kids, 3 of them women, right?
So,
I'm not going to get the same help, or I guess you could say,
as a black woman,
right.
they got
You're
the
not.
same. the
I'm not gonna
same
get the
issue.
same, like the hey, if you need anything. I'm not gonna get that. I'm gonna get the.
You
You should
supposed
be.
to.
You should be able to do this. You a man.
Right.
Da, 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 da.
You're supposed to be
But
doing
what
it.
happens is a guy that actually is 100% in his kid's life still takes the criticism as if he's absent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't expect no breaks.
right? You. Oh,
As a man, we can't expect no breaks.
yeah, I'm so goddamn tired. You see my? I'm fucking tired. I'm exhausted. Hell no, not with a dog like you. Shit, no.
wow.
Hey,
Honestly-
it's a woman scorned. You heard her? You mad at him? You mad at him about some shit? Let that lead that alone.
I agree with that because not a lot of there's out there single dads all the time. They do not get none of the same help that single women
No,
get.
there's no program for us. I can't, if I be like, oh, you know, let me get this motherfucking wicked motherfucking food stamps. You know they're gonna tell me, well, we have a program for you to go to the job. You have to go do this, that, and the third. I'm telling you, like, I'm living the process at this point.
I knew a guy, he was raising his sister because the parents raised away. They was only giving him maybe about $100 for food stamps.
Oh,
like,
wow.
how you
How
feeding
many
your...
kids he had,
It was
though?
just his sister and him.
Oh, then that's probably why.
But how you feeding them for a whole month off of $100?
But I'm just saying, like, the sister, I mean,
The sister
Where-
or the sister?
the
You
sister.
can have a woman
Okay,
with
okay.
like the same kid
Sometimes she
and
never
she
be
getting
fine.
like $400.
We gonna
I
do
already
this?
know the sister was.
Yeah,
Right.
Because as a single mother,
I'm not even.
Hey, we can't hear you. You don't have a mic.
still,
They can see her.
I said if they can't see me, but I said if she getting that much,
That-
she
she
probably
do that shit on
finessing it
purpose.
because no, I don't. But stop. Because there are a lot of people out here, women that are legitly need help.
And
They
they don't help.
filing the stuff and they getting approved for the same amount of things. It's
Exactly.
not necessarily. I feel like number one, the system we already have established is set up against Black people. Period. That's a
Facts,
cultural thing.
facts.
That's not a gender thing. That's not a single mom versus single
That
dad
should be
thing.
next week's topic.
That's
We gonna dive into
culture,
that.
period. So when you look at it
got
and you
to.
try to make it seem as if, oh, well, single dads aren't getting a lot of help. When you're a Black single female, your first line is your friends and family, because nobody else outside of that is helping you either. Now, yeah, woe to those who don't have that support from their family, because then the government dang sure ain't gonna help them. But it's a lot of women out here that they get told they make too much for a lot of this.
Exactly.
I'm a single mother.
Yeah, I
I
think
ain't gonna
it's
put out my
time.
business
Yeah.
out there, but I got denied for NCI for my child to go to daycare,
Because
even
that's
though
a
I'm
child support
within.
thing at that
No,
point.
even though I'm within the requirements for all of that. Still told me no because I have a job. I'm not a priority because I have a job. What I need daycare for? I got a job. That's what I need help with. But so at that point, no, it's not a single dads. It's cultural. It's everybody deals with that, and you could do that all day long. This one get a break and this one get a break. It's a lot of mamas that feel like we don't
And
get no
you
break.
see, let me tell you, you see somebody walk in, just cricket, you could tell they cricket. Go in there and get everything, got house
Wait, what?
and cricket.
Section 8
Cricket,
been open
cricket,
for years, and
fuck
yet they
it.
pop up
Crooked?
in Section 8
Crooked,
house.
yeah.
Like, for real.
So nobody's gonna pay attention to that.
No,
Cricket is a fucking game.
So the
Crooked.
generalization
Crooked,
is just
but yeah.
crooked.
but yeah, just saying
She was
like,
like, they cricket. I'm telling you, they cricket.
but
That's
that's
a
how
game.
some people say it like that.
No, they're crooked. There's
But-
no other way around it.
Crooked.
But I'm just saying, from
But
where
that-
I'm at, from where I'm at,
What you got?
just saying, that person will get everything except the person who's doing right on the paperwork.
That's gonna be a. You know what? Next week's topic.
Believe me, I tried.
We're going to do.
But then-
This
but
month really
then-
was supposed to be. I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on one second. So people who's watching, this month is really unmasking our culture. So after the no comment
It's gonna be a coming next
episode,
week.
we got some shit to talk about.
But I want
With
to
our
comment
culture.
on what she said just a minute ago. You may need to do what everybody else is doing.
What? So you ain't go to jail?
They ain't going to jail.
I'm gonna be the one that get caught.
Right.
That what you-
It's
that-
always
that
the
what you
ones, the
believe.
good ones that
That's what you
somehow,
believe.
yep.
That's what you believe.
Cause believe me, I know somebody that went to jail. She like a sister to me. Went to jail over food stamps. Cause she
Lying
didn't
is lying,
report.
bro.
She didn't report that she had a job. Like she started working, so she didn't report it. So she went to jail. They didn't like fire her. No, she did a year.
Hey, here's a fun fact.
Oh, dang.
Fun fact.
Food stamps.
Food stamps wasn't for black people. Next. Welfare wasn't for black people. Next.
Actually,
We
a
take
black
that
person
shit. Everybody
actually
else take the
created
shit.
it
We
in
gonna
the
take
first
that.
place.
Huh?
It was a black person that created it in the first place. Then they just kind of hijacked that shit.
They hijacked every fucking thing.
Hijacked the Mexicans.
No, the government.
You know,
when
the
we
white
had, like,
person is the
technically
They don't give you a
highest.
script. You're getting a script. You're getting a script.
Right.
She getting a script next week. If you come next week, you get a whole script.
Put that wall
Shit.
in.
You ready? Guess what, y'all? This is the end. Thank y'all for watching.
Gang,
Love,
gang.
Right.
share,
Subscribe.
like, and be positive. Good night.
And embrace your boobs. Embrace your boobs.